Welcome to What's Your Opinion episode 13. Now, what I asked you to do last week is tell me your all-time favorite combine performances, and you sure did that. Now, again, this is one of those where I have to say, anyone who gave a serious answer, I enjoy reading them, I find them interesting, but listen, the majority of people are only here to, well, no, give honest, real answers as well, but different kinds of honest, real answers. But the first one, and we absolutely have to mention this guy, and he was mentioned a bunch of times in the comments, and it's Shaquem Griffin. What an absolute inspiration. He couldn't have done any better at the combine, pretty much. Absolutely set that thing on fire, did everything he could do, and I can't wait to see where he ends up landing. Personally, I'd really like to see him in Seattle with his brother and see what he can get done there. But to be fair, I just hope he gets a shot somewhere to prove that he can play. And now that's out the way, back to your regularly scheduled What's Your Opinion. Alex Patterson says he'll never forget Ray Rice's knockout performance at the combine. And Craig Novak adds that, of course, that really elevated his draft stock. Sixers JT was always fond of Nathan Peterman's record for throwing the most interceptions in a 40-yard dash. The Pillsbury Doughboy likes Johnny Manziel's record of the most fireball shots taken, and he did just manage to edge out the previous record holder Rob Gronkowski. The Big Forehead Squad was a big fan of the Wiener hot dog eating contest winner, the man, the myth, the legend, BJ Wiener. And now a lot of people have been asking about, you know, where's Wiener? Can we see Wiener? And don't worry, he's coming this Saturday. Austin Newland likes Josh Gordon for getting the highest vertical... No, right, not vertical... For Josh Gordon for getting the highest. Panda Dude and quite a few other people, their favourite memory was Chris Jones running the 40-yard dash. And if you remember, Wiener made an appearance there as well. Daju Kunrama remembers when Alex Smith took 6 years worth of sleeping pills and the 49ers were impressed enough to use the first overall pick on him. And don't forget, Rodgers went 24th. Potboy's favourite event at the combine is everybody failing to make a legal catch in coherence with the rules. Some of the fouls we saw this year is guys breathing through their nose, someone had their shoelaces undone, and one guy didn't use all 10 fingers on the ball when running into the end zone. And now you guys have got me pretty figured out on how to get into these. Hurry the Feet says Andrew Luck for setting the record for best beard, and then Beardmohbox for destroying it. And Abiotic Jacob, of course, has the stats down. That was my 8-inch measurement of my beard length in the combine. Luke Gaming was a big fan of Ray Lewis at the combine. If you remember, he absolutely killed it. Mob Maniac's favourite memory is Tim Tebow hitting a football for a home run. Zach Lee wants to commemorate Randy Moss's biggest moon ever. And Marcus Watson had a good one. Laramie Tunzel winning best costume design for his mask. The Night Eagle and a couple of other guys, of course, are impressed by Rich Eisen's blazing 40-yard dash speed. And Mitchell Schmidt also enjoyed Nathan Peterman, but not for his 40-yard dash for throwing 5 picks in the wide receiver drills. Nova Gaming remembers when Ed Too Tall Jones was just simply too tall. And Andy070, we've talked about the 40-yard dash a little bit, but his favourite 40-yard dash memory is, of course, the biggest of them all, when Danny Shelton took an entire weekend to complete it. And Jacob the Great comes in with an older joke, but if you work it in well, I'm always going to put it in. He wasn't a big fan of Tom Brady's combine performance, he just seemed a little deflated. Now, I wasn't sure whether I should put Icon's suggestion in, but do you remember a few years ago at the combine, there was that one player, that tight end, he wasn't really participating in any of the drills properly. He was just kind of hanging around. It was Aaron Hernandez. And those are your favorite combine memories. Now let's address the first winner of the picture change contest, which was not a contest. And that, of course, is BJ Wiener. He, without a doubt, had the most suggestions out of everybody. And now he is proudly sat there. Now you will see that change quite often, you know, with different videos coming up and stuff. But in that video as well, it became apparent, it's become apparent a couple of times, there's a Dallas Cowboys logo on my chair. Now, I've mentioned in the past, I'm not exactly a fan of any one team, and I'm not a Cowboys fan. I happen to have bought a chair with a Cowboys logo on. I have, you know, a picture of Richard Sherman in the background. Can you see him? Yes, you can. I've got Tim Tebow there. We've got, you know, just mixed things all over the place. But what I want you to do is tell me what team I should be a fan of and why. And now, I realize this is probably gonna get quite a lot of serious answers, and those are the kind of answers I enjoy to read, but I'll give a word of warning to those people. It's very likely that the majority of people with their suggestions won't quite be 100% serious, and so the serious ones may not make it in. Be warned, think about that, and give me your best suggestions for what team I should support. And I just want to say at the end of this video, I know uploading has been pretty bad recently in terms of keeping to a schedule and stuff, and that's because, well, I've been prioritizing things terribly. Now, I will go into detail, and 100% usually, sometimes I'll say I'll go into detail about things and then never refer to them again because things change or whatever, but I will explain what will happen over the next couple of weeks, but Actually, the reason why it's been worse now is because it's going to be pretty pristine for the next 3 weeks or so, and my terrible prioritizing just meant that I kind of worked on things in a couple of weeks' time rather than doing it, you know, in chronological order. So that is the reason. There's been a lot of stuff kind of that piled up on me all at once, but that's irrelevant. You know, we're not here to make excuses. I'm literally making an excuse. But my point is, I just wanted to quickly reference to the fact I'm not, you know, trying to just throw stuff out whenever I feel like it. I am aware of the fact sometimes when it's late, I do feel bad for it, and I'm sorry for that. But anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching this one, and don't forget, what should my favorite team be?